はい。
話があるの。お邪魔するわね。
いや、
先ほどのでいいんじゃないかって言ってくださって。一緒の部屋で暮らすなんて学園長に掛け合って。なんだ寮長。
別に俺が頼んだとかそうじゃないから、なんだか知らないうちにこういうことになってて。春ね。
Hey everyone, it's Dalt, and I'm hosting today's video. We're gonna see some harem anime where many girls get attracted towards the MC, so let's get into it without wasting any more time. Starting off with number 10, Naga Surete Ironto. This anime has only been subbed, premiered on April 2007 with 26 episodes. Its genres are harem, comedy, fantasy, romance, and ecchi. After a fight with his father, the determined Ikuto decides to run away from home. But unfortunately for him, after boarding a cruise ship, he finds himself being thrown overboard in the middle of a freak storm. He realizes he is still alive on some island. An isolated island with nothing but girls. Beautiful girls. Stranded on an island with only girls, no electricity, gas, radio, television, like he was back in the Stone Age. Ikuto now has an entire population of lovely ladies to fight over him, including the beauty who saved him from the sea, Suzu. Can Ikuto survive this so-called heaven, or is he doomed to remain on the island forever? Number 9. Tenchi Muyo, War on Geminar. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on May 2009 with 13 episodes. Its genres are harem, mecha, school, action, comedy, fantasy, and ecchi. Kenshi Masaki has been kidnapped and brought to the world of Geminar by a mysterious group. To get back home, he agrees to help them assassinate the newly crowned empress of the Strayu Empire, Lashara Asu the 28th, using a giant robot called a sacred mechanoid. As her army fights them off, Lashara takes note of Kenshi's abilities and demands that her attacker be captured alive, only to find out that the pilot is male, which is extremely rare on Geminar. Believing it to be a waste to kill him, she makes Kenshi her attendant. As the Empress's new servant, Kenshi is required to accompany Lashara to the Holy Land, an academy where sacred mechanoid pilots hone their skills. His arrival attracts attention, but Kenshi is unaware that something sinister is brewing within the academy, and it could plunge the entire world into war. Number 8. Omamori Himari. This anime has only been subbed, premiered on January 2010 with 12 episodes. Its genres are harem, comedy, fantasy, romance, supernatural, and ecchi. After the death of his parents, Yuto Amakawa lives a pretty ordinary life in the city. The only problem he has to worry about while attending school alongside Rinko, his next-door neighbor, is his cat allergies. That all changes on his 16th birthday, when an Ayakashi, a supernatural creature, attacks him for the sins of his ancestors. Luckily, he is saved by Himari, a mysterious catwoman with a sword, who explains that Yuto is the scion of a family of demon slayers, and she is there to protect him now that the charm that has kept him hidden from the supernatural forces of the world has lost its power. Yuto's dealings with the various forces of the supernatural world, as well as the growing number of women that show up on his doorstep, each with their own dark desires. Number 7. Kannagi. This anime has only been subbed, premiered on October 2008 with 13 episodes. Its genres are harem, school, comedy, and romance. Mikuriya Jin makes a wood carving from the remains of a guardian tree, but he gets more than he bargained for when the girl materializes from the statue. Her name is Nagi, the troublesome and at times violent deity of the land, and with nowhere to go, she announces that she will stay with Jin. Now with Jin's help and a magical girl wand purchased at the local convenience store, Nagi aims to exorcise the impurities that are infecting the land. Though, when the sacred tree is finally uprooted, it is only a matter of time before her powers will diminish. Thus, a new object of worship is required, and what better subject than Nagi herself? However, obtaining your goal of becoming a popular idol is not so straightforward, especially when you have to compete with your sister, who is unwilling to share her fanbase and plans to sabotage you at every step. Number 6. Good Luck Ninomiya-kun. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on October 2007 with 12 episodes. Its genres are harem, comedy, fantasy, and ecchi. Shungo is an extraordinary high school student. In addition to his studies, he's been trained by his mercenary sister to be a top mercenary. Their newest task involves the Tsukimura siblings. Both of them have the powers of a succubus. But Mayu has a slight problem. She suffers from androphobia, a fear of men. Shungo's new objective is to help Mayu overcome this phobia and protect her from the men her succubus powers naturally draw to her. But this becomes more difficult once he becomes the guinea pig for social experiments involving Mayu, such as sharing the same bed and even bathing together. To make matters worse, the ever-growing popularity of Mayu at school and the student council president's infatuation with Shungo only add to his workload. Number 5. Ladies vs. Butlers. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on January 2010 with 12 episodes. Its genres are harem, school, comedy, romance, and ecchi. Hino Akiharu lost his parents when he was small and was adopted into his uncle's family. He didn't want to become a burden on his uncle's family and decided to enter a free boarding school as a butler, Hakuryu High School. On scholarship, Hino Akiharu has transferred to Hakirairu Academy to become a member of the servant education program, destined for life as a butler in the houses of the fabulously wealthy. But on his first day, a chance accident causes him to land hands first on the chest of the school's most voluptuous and prestigious student, Selenia Lori Flameheart. Now, struggling under the punishing servant ed curriculum, tormented by his childhood friend Tomomi, and annoyed to no end by the pompous Selenia, Hino has to find a way to make his grades, make some friends, and make it through at least one day without stumbling upon an unfortunate naked co-ed. Number 4. MM. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on October 2010 with 12 episodes. Its genres are harem, school, comedy, and ecchi. Taro Sato is a high school student who lives his daily life with a big secret. He's a masochist. Encouraged by his cross-dressing best friend, Tatsukichi Hayama, Taro asks the Second Voluntary Club for help with his problem and ends up joining the club after they vow to fix him. However, it turns out that all of the members of the club have some serious issues. The club leader Mio Itsurugi is a self-designated god who is afraid of cats. Arashiko Yuno has a severe fear of men, and the club advisor, Michiru Onigawa, is a sadist who enjoys making people cosplay. Together with other wacky characters, such as Yumi Mamiya, a talented masseuse and Yuno's best friend, and Noa Hiragi, the president of the Invention Club, they all learn about the importance of acceptance and kindness. Number 3. Valkyrie Romanze. This anime has only been subbed, premiered on October 2013 with 12 episodes. Its genres are harem, school, action, romance, sports, and ecchi. Taking place at Winford Academy, located in an old town called Helen's Hill, the story is all about knights and the sport of jousting. At this school, students learn how to become knights, ride horses, and joust properly. The main character is a young man named Takehiro Mizuno, who was training to become a knight and jouster, but after suffering an injury, he dropped out of the knight program and joined the Begleiter program instead. Due to his animal handling skills and former experience as a jouster, this makes him a hot commodity. One day, a bizarre accident causes his friend, Mio Kisaki, to be challenged to a jousting duel despite her not actually being a knight. Takehiro agrees to become her temporary Begleiter, but that ends up only being the beginning of their partnership as she enrolls in the annual tournament. Number 2. Hanayukio Maid Team. This anime has only been subbed, premiered on April 2011 with 12 episodes. Its genres are harem, comedy, romance, and ecchi. Taro Hanayukio's mother dies and leaves him alone, with one final wish: go to Tokyo and find his grandfather, who disapproved of her marriage. When he arrives, however, he discovers that his grandfather has passed away and left his estate, maids, and all to Taro himself. As the president of such a prestigious family, our hero now has many challenges to face. The problem? With the exception of his mother, he is allergic to females and their advances, something the maids offer plentiful in their attempts to help him succeed in everything, from going to the bathroom to passing math class. He gets the services of all the maids, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And finally, number 1. Makin Ki. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on October 2011 with 22 episodes. Its genres are harem, martial arts, school, and superpower. Takeru enrolled in Tenbi Academy because the girl-to-guy ratio is like 3 girls to every guy. But this bevy of bombshells is actually a school where teens beef up their combat skills using a magic power thingy called a Makin. Redheads with wicked high kicks, shocking blonde bullies, and aggressive brunettes are everywhere, and every time there's a brawl, their clothes tend to disintegrate. Distracted by all the bouncy brawlers, Takeru has a hard time concentrating on his training, Things get sticky when the Hornball can't figure out how to use his Machkin. If he doesn't find out his mojo quick, he'll be dumped by the school of his dreams, or destroyed by an attacker who's after his magic power thingy. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Bye bye now.